As I say every single Monday morning, it is a vibe. What is up, nerds? It's me, your buddy pal, Hey Archer. Welcome back to Nerdy Coffee here on Nerd Affiliated. The word nerds in too many titles here on the channel. I get confused. My brain gets confused. This is your Monday morning show where we sit back, relax, enjoy a nice cup of hot brew, or maybe cold brew. Maybe you're a savage. Who knows? Ooh. Talk about the news. I have a PSA to make when the show starts, so I'll go over that. But more importantly, thank you all for being here. Thanks for being in the chat before the show even started. If you've got a YouTube channel, a podcast, a blog, a vlog, an OnlyFans, newsletter, smoke signals, whatever it may be, put it in the chat. Support one another. Plug yo shits. It's October. It's crazy to think we're already into October. Summer is officially gone. I guess summer was gone already anyway, but you know, we're full on into October. And welcome to horror season. Say hi to everybody in the chat. You guys are killing it in there today. T3 Collects, good to see you. I always forget, Monday morning I'm not slamming the buttons. Just like mellow, chill. So T3 in the house, Rolando in the house, good to see you. Rolando, the multiversal moderator. That is true. It is damn true. Yukon Phil is in the house. Where is he at? There he is. JJ in the house. Yeah, and awesome October, everyone. That is true. It's crazy how time flies. Crazy. LeBron in the house. I got beef with LeBron, actually. Hang on. A couple weeks ago, LeBron made a comment, and it has stuck in my head. You know when somebody first points out to you that the FedEx truck, when you look at the logo, that the D and the E makes like an arrow, like pointing forward, and like now you just forever see it. I had that moment with LeBron. I was drinking my Liquid Death, and LeBron says Liquid Death tastes like TV static. And now I feel like I'm drinking metal every time I drink Liquid Death. And like I've been like slowing it down. So damn you, LeBron. Damn you. Why, Ron Burgundy? Why? Why would you say such poop? Such poop mouth. Poop. Damn it. Josh in the house. Good to see you. Everybody saying hi to each other, saying hi to me. Phil saying, hey, don't knock the ice pumpkin spice. Yeah. You know, it depends on where you are. Depends on the vibe. Depends on the day. I do enjoy a nice coffee from time to time in the winter time. So I get it. Everybody's sharing links. I love that. The man collects in the house. Good to see you. Awesome. Patrick in the house. Good to see you. T3 saying he's not wrong. Yeah. Josh saying it sounds like Coors Light. But am I wrong about Liquid Death? You're not. You're not. And you just told a child that Santa Claus is not real. That's what you did. And it hurt me. But like Josh says, it's the beer of metal. It's true. It's damn true. All right, I have to do a PSA before we get on the way here. Hang on, let me pull up some links, of course. This was predicted. I think I've probably talked about it before. I have bread in here still. not gonna throw that out. I did something I'm ashamed of. I'm embarrassed. I've lost sleep over it. I lost sleep the day that this announcement came out because I knew I would be a sucker. I knew that I would be going against everything I believe in and everything I've preached to all of you. There's a teardrop coming down my eye right now. You can't see, but like a small tear has exited the building of my eye. And I knew that I would be a hypocrite for doing it. I embrace that. If you guys want to unsubscribe from me, if you want to cancel your memberships, if you want to downvote, I completely understand. I completely understand all the hate that is deserved to come at me for what I'm about to say. I purchased the Rock figure.
Boo! Boo! Rubbish! Filth! Slime! Muck! Boo! Boo! Boo!
And I'm it hurts. It hurt. This is a good fucking figure. This here, this abomination here is absolutely amazing. It is so fucking good. When they announced this Rock figure, I was all in when they said it was going to come with a tracksuit. When they announced the tracksuit, I said, I think I'm in. And then seeing the torso that they chose, they didn't go crazy like with Eddie Guerrero or anything like that. The torso makes sense. The head sculpts are good. The hair, the side chops, all of it. Comes with a Raw is War microphone. It's like he's going to go next to my Nation of Domination set. Like that's where it's going. Like when The Rock became, The Rock. Oh, it hurt. It hurt to hit place order. But when I got it in hand, I was like, fuck, he got me. The Rock got me. So let me know if you guys are picking that one up. Yeah, Patrick says it happened. LeBron says it's a it's okay, Archer. You needed him for your Rock shrine. Yeah. Phil says, please tell us that figure was on clearance. I'm so disappointed in you, man. It sadly was not. It's street dated yesterday. And I put it on order pickup yesterday. Picked it up today. It's a good figure. It's a good figure. LeBron says hit the like button like Archer hitting the order button on The Rock. Yeah. Oh man. I was like in Target, like hoodie on, like sunglasses, like hands in pocket. They're like, are you fucking robbing the place? And I'm just like QR code, like I'm here to pick up my figure. They're like, what? I'm like, here to pick up my figure. What? I'm here to pick up my Rock figure. Oh, all right. Stop being a weirdo. I got it. I ran out to the truck so nobody could see me. And has glasses in it. I feel like it's missing an accessory, but I don't think so. He could definitely use a watch. I think that it could use a watch. Maybe I'll grab that from another figure. And gold chain, which I can grab probably from the Mr. T figure. Wow, what show am I watching? Archer gave money to The Rock. Yeah. It sucks, man. It sucks. It hurt my soul. And I knew I was going to try to keep it secret. I was gonna try my best to not, come out and have you guys see me in shame like this, but I had to tell you. But with that, now that that's off my chest, we'll do some nerd news. In keeping it with wrestling, the Rated R superstar Edge is all elite. He is now off to AEW. People can debate whether he'll be there for a long time, but safe to say he got a good pop. Sorry if that was like way too loud. I also don't want to get a copyright strike, so I was like, I won't play too much of the audio, but pretty big deal, especially as they lost CM Punk over there. So shout out to Edge. Hopefully him and Christian can have a good storyline over there at AEW. The casual fan over here, Senor Archer, will definitely be paying attention to see what they do over there. But I think AEW is at a point now where, and it probably has been for a while as a casual fan, it's at a point where I think they really need something to happen that gets eyes over there from the casuals. I feel like AEW is how can I say it? I don't want to give respect, or I don't want to just disrespect anybody. AEW is like the Rebels cartoon of the Star Wars universe. Like, it's good, but really only the hardcores are watching it. Like, the casual fan has no clue the show exists, are watching it. And by casual, I mean people like myself that watch, well, no. We'll say like the greater public, not the casual, because casual fans know it exists, but like the overall public. The way that like my mom knew who The Rock was. Like, that doesn't happen with people knowing AEW. So I definitely need something to happen over there. And I believe this was said years ago, back when Seth was doing his wrestling podcast. Seth, formerly of What's Poppin'. I think it was him that was saying AEW can't just keep being that's the guy from WWE. Oh, that's the guy from WWE. Oh, that's the guy. Like, they can't keep doing that. So we'll see what happens. But still news nonetheless. And I'm happy for him. I hope he's getting a good amount of money. And man, imagine you get an Edge versus Sting match. Freaking battle the senior citizens over there. Yeah, Christian's there. So I suggest everybody, if you've not done it, just watch one AEW broadcast. Like, go on YouTube, watch one, like a recent one, and you're gonna have a lot of moments of like, oh shit, that person's here. Oh shit, that person's here. I mean, the first time I watched it, I was at my cousin's house, and I was like, that voice sounds like Tony Schiavone. He's like, it's because it is Tony Schiavone. I was like, WCW Tony Schiavone is a commentator here, and he's side by side with JR. And then Sting comes out. I was like, what's happening? And then what's his face? Oh, I can't remember his name. It'll come to me. It was a wrestler that I didn't even know left WWE and was over at AEW. So we'll see. Man Collect says, oh, wow, I didn't know he joined AEW. Loved him back in the Attitude Era and early 2000s. Yep. I remember Marvelous Wrestling Collectibles was saying when Edge did his match at WrestleMania with Finn, Finn Balor was doing the what is it? The beast, not the beast, the demon. Like Edge was like, I don't want to fight Finn Balor. I want to fight the demon. And the demon rarely comes out. And Marvelous Wrestling was like, it'd be sweet if Edge came out to the Brood music and like came out with the Brood, like old school, like when he first was out there. Like that would have been dope. Eddie Rodriguez in the house. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. I believe this is your first time in a stream. If it's not, I apologize, but welcome. All right. Next bit of nerd news. Sorry. SAG. Oh, second time. Awesome. SAG has voted to do a video game strike. So September 25th, this was after we did our show last week. We actually mentioned last week that the voting would end on that Monday. 98.32% in favor of a strike authorization on the interactive media agreement that covers members' work on video games. 34,687 members cast their ballots, representing a voting percentage of 27.47 eligible voters. That's a massive union. T3 says we're back to talking entertainment news finally. I was talking sports entertainment. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Haters out here, man. Haters. So the strike authorization does not mean a union is calling a strike. SAG-AFTRA has been in interactive media agreement negotiations with signatory video game companies, Activision, Blindlight, blah, 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 blah. Since October 2022, throughout the negotiations, the companies have refused to offer acceptable terms on some of the issues most critical to our members, including wages that keep up with inflation, protections around exploitative uses of artificial intelligence, and basic safety precautions. So since then, they've had 3 more bargaining sessions. And let's see. Is SAG on a video game strike? Because I was pretty sure. All right, so I stand corrected. They voted to strike if the union deems it's time to strike. So the union's like, all right, great. If you guys go to the table and it's dog shit, do it. So that's essentially what's happened. On the flip side, the writers' strike is over for the most part. Let's see here. So I'm tired of reading Google's AI answers. So this is over at NPR. I'm prepared for all the ads to start hitting me. The movie and television writers are overly delighted with how things turned out in the recent contract negotiations. I think we got everything that we really, really wanted. Writers Guild East President Lisa Takashi Colin told the still striking performers at a rally in New York for the Actors Union, SAG-AFTRA, a few days ago. We didn't get everything, and you guys won't either, but I think you're going to get most of it. So I didn't want to bore you guys with reading the entire contract or whatever. They released it on the SAG website. It's probably 8 pages or so, breaking down what was asked, what they received, what was asked, what was received, down the whole sheet. And it sounds like they did really get most of what they wanted. But it's crazy to think. It's crazy to think that they you're fighting with a company please don't use my likeness. As far as the actors, please don't use my likeness without my permission. And then on the writer's side, please don't use AI to write entire scripts. It's kind of wild to say out loud, but it's kind of the benefit of the union in this case. You know, I've always like been back and forth on like unions, but in recent years, we're just seeing how, you know, some companies take advantage of people and their workers. I see the value at times, and this is one of those. I mean, they were talking about it on the news. They were actually in Washington talking about, like, can AI arts be like copyrighted? And part of the argument was AI art is created by AI, which is scanning the internet to find reference images to create like a new image. So they're like, not really, because it's kind of like copying other work to do it. You know, in a sense, isn't your brain doing that? Like, I don't know. It's crazy. Like, it's really crazy to see where things are going. But nonetheless, AI is here to stay. We just got to figure out a way to make sure regular people can continue to work. Some people will lose work. I mean, that's just the history of technology. New technology comes out, people lose work. But we got to figure out a way to keep human interaction in art, in movies, in TV shows, in music, all that stuff. So these companies can't just spew out something and then, you know, we're good to go. All right. So I will cover Hasbro real quick, and then we'll talk about New York Toy Fair. I feel like I missed a comment earlier about New York Toy Fair. It was from JJ. Hey Archer, what was your favorite collection you like to get from New York Toy Fair? Yeah, I'll talk about that for sure. But before we talk New York Toy Fair, we're going to do our weekly check of the current HasLab, which is Giant Man. Not looking good. It's not looking good. Let's go over to Instagram, where we've been. Oh. I can get a verified badge. You got to pay for that? Is it like Twitter? Oh yeah, actually, speaking of the strike, Ernie Hudson was seen at the strike from the Ghostbusters. Where is my last? Here it is. So last week, it was at 5,134. Right now, 5,475. It is not moving. It is not moving efficiently at all. So I kind of still feel like it's going to back. I'm not going to lie. Because you always have those last minute pushes. Like even the Rancor. The Rancor had a slow crawl. And then at the very end, like people were just like bombing the pre-orders on it. And it didn't make it, but it got close. It got close. I wish I can go back in time and see like where the Rancor was just past halfway in to like do a comparison. But I think ultimately Giant Man will back. Hard to say it's going to get all the tiers. But you know what? The Ghost was super far from all the tiers. And last minute, everybody backed it. So we'll see. We'll see. But I'll continue to make my weekly posts on the IG of where it is and where the progress is. Some other things over the past week, you know, smash your pass on this one. T3's on a pass. We're getting holiday Batman figures. You know, whatever. And we also got a look at the Cobra Mothership from Super 7. So they announced this probably, I want to say like 2 weeks after Cat's Lair wrapped up. And this was our first like digital render of it. But Let's see if they've posted. They did not. Nothing. So it was at New York Toy Fair, the Cobra Mothership. And I know that Billy over at A Bunch of Nerds was able to take some videos of it, but he hasn't released his video yet, so I haven't seen it. But the one who was posting consistent photos, I guess he had a friend at New York Toy Fair, was our friend EC Collects. So I was kind of like seeing what he was posting and rolling from there. But to me, by far, you guys know, Gargoyles is my shit, my absolute shit. They made this cool diorama to show, not for sale, but they made this one to show off at the Toy Fair and of the Clock Tower, if you couldn't tell. And they also showed off 2 new figures. The first one, I forget his name, could care less. But we're finally getting Macbeth. I got to hit the button. This is my favorite figure of the weekend. By a long shot. LeBron says he likes the holiday Five Nights at Freddy figures. There you go. Patrick talking about the Haslab where he says the thing's taking forever to back. Yeah. But Macbeth, I've been waiting forever. The second Gargoyles was announced. The second we got Goliath, they teased in that initial video Demona and Bronx. But I was like, don't give a shit about the rest of the Gargoyles. I need Macbeth. I need Xanatos. More specifically, Xanatos in the armor, which I have. I haven't unboxed them yet. I need the Wolf Pack. Like, that's what I need. So happy that they finally debuted him. I will 1,000% have him on the shelf rocking the clawed face mask. Super underrated cartoon. I will say that till the day I die. People may at somewhat points disagree, but I think Gargoyles is truly underrated as one of the best cartoons to come out in the 90s. Like, hands down. Especially the lore that they built in their own universe. Amazing. So I'll have him on display with the clawed face. Maybe they make a Macbeth from back in the day, him like as a king, and then an old Demona figure. Like, maybe they have that. But, I truly don't know if this line is successful. I truly don't know. Because every time I go to Target and I go to Walmart, the Gargoyle figures kind of sit. Walmart, not as much, but in Target, definitely. They definitely sit. We also got some looks at the 2-packs for the Turtles from the third movie. Somebody, I think, Can't Kill Chewie, a.k.a. Toy Collector Star Wars, posted the QR codes for them, or the barcodes for them, so you were able to order them on the Walmart website. He had also showed off, I think, the Kino Foot Soldier 2-pack. We got the Party Wagon. That's finally coming out. So, yeah, a lot of good stuff. And then our good buddy McFarlane was over there as well. He showed off a couple things.
I come to you again from New York Toy Fair 2023. Let's talk about statues now, not just toys. So let's take a look at our latest one right here. Right, this is Big Bad Jason from Aquaman 2. This one is out for pre-order now. Right, so here it is. We get the good base, got the gold, we get the sort of water, and then we get all this cool detail that is the actual uniform being used in the movie. As you can see here, nice texturing here, even in the legs. This has all got some kind of scaling on it, as you can see up in here, and all the hyper detail and the look up in here. Obviously, we've got some other big pieces. This was obviously from the classic Action Comics #1 coming way back. We got the Blue Beetle movie that was out. Let's go drop down. These are smaller scale ones. These are the black and white Batmans, right? From some of the most famous cover artists in our industry. We've got one here. We've got another one here. This is actually from a comic book that was like from this angle right here. So if you tilt it, you can get it, but there it is here. We've got a line that we're doing with J. Scott Campbell. We're gonna be doing J. Scott Campbell, and here's one of the ones here with his beautiful looking Catwoman here, designed by him. You
Like, LeBron nailed it. I absolutely hate the McFarlane, like, social media team, because I feel like they don't practice with him. I feel like they just show up, whip out the camera, go. Or it's Todd himself and is like, oh, take out the camera, we got to show this thing off. And like, he's not like, he hasn't practiced it. It's not like going, you know? But I feel like Todd is always, he's almost like handicapped by the licenses he has. Those statues were dope. The Aquaman statue is dope. The Blue Beetle statue is dope. But nobody gives a shit about those movies because DC has fucked up so bad. So it kind of like hurts Todd in that sense. Let's take a look at the animated series stuff that I'm excited for. And I think some of you are as well.
All right, more news out of Toy Fair 2020.
Like, even the fact that she's like, okay, you can't edit that out. This isn't live. Like, record the video, edit the video, and then post it.
23, let's continue showing you some cool stuff. I'm Todd McFarlane. Let's first talk about the Batman animated series here. Let's start with Batman. So this is an individual item here. We've got obviously the Batmobile, or excuse me, the Bat Cycle here, Bat Bike that's in here. You're gonna get, this is a separate piece, and you're gonna get a head. And you're gonna get this head right here, because it's the one that you would put on your Batman figure.
Bro. You get the cycle, and you get the head that's on the figure. Like, look at the figure and tell him, like, hey, as a reminder, that's the head coming with this figure. So he's not like looking at the figure trying to figure out like what comes with this again. Somebody help Todd, man. I'm tired of him looking bad on screen because he's awesome. He makes awesome stuff.
Here that you have to buy separately, but you're going to get this head. So you're going to get the bike and you're going to get the head. Now, if you buy the Batman figure, who comes with his normal head, right? This is what you're going to get normally. And that comes now in this as part of the Build-A-Wave line. So you're going to get Batman, and as part of the Build-A-Wave, you're going to start to be able to build, there's 4 of them. I'm going to show you here in a minute. You're going to get to be able to build the Condiment King from the animated series. So this is going to be Batman with the regular head, right? You're going to get Batman with the regular head here.
Sadly,
in this
cel-shaded.
package. The one, basically this figure that's on the bike is going to be in here. And then you can get Mr. Freeze. And Mr. Freeze, as you can see, has some of the other components for Condiment King in the hands here. You're going to have Robin. Robin's going to get basically from the waist down. And then you're going to get, last but not least, the Scarecrow, and you're going to get the top half. The other thing that you may notice here is we're doing what we call tune shading on it. So we're doing some 2-level things here. So it kind of feels a little bit like the animated series that actually has that. You can see it on Robin's legs there, right? Even on these legs up in here. So we're just trying to have a little bit of fun with what the look of the characters look like. Oh, and then one last thing here. We've got another character you guys may want to sort of see. Big Bad Alfred.
Yes.
Right? So this is going to be an exclusive again to Target. Right? Turn his head like, no, Master Bruce, I will not serve you like that. Don't talk to me like that. And you're going to come in his box here. He gets a lot of hands. He gets his serving tray.
The duster.
He gets stuff here so that he can actually be the butler that he is. So this is the animated series, right? We got the first look crack here at Alfred. We've got the 4 figures, Batman, Freeze, Robin, and Scarecrow that will do the build line, and then the Bat Cycle comes by itself, Bat Bike comes by itself, and you get this head with it. No Batman, you have to buy Batman separately, but that's...
I love Todd, man. That's it. It gets me. It gets me. I love Todd. I love even that he's like, oh, trying to have fun with it with the toon shading. I hate the toon shading. LeBron says it right there. Like if you're trying to do photography, if you're trying to do photography, the cell shading, it kind of ruins it. But nonetheless, he's trying to have fun. He has fun doing this. I appreciate it. The Batman is on the cycle and they can't get the legs to hit the pegs on the bottom of the cycle. This is the same shit like when they had the Batmobile and they were like, here, Todd, show off that Batman goes in the Batmobile. And they didn't try it first. And he's like, it goes, and he's like trying to crank it. He's like, it'll go in there. It'll go in there. You know, like, come on, man. We love you, Todd. We love you. We love the stuff you make, all of it. But sometimes I feel like his own team is like sabotaging him.
Hey, Todd McFarlane, Toy Fair, let's talk to you about the Bat Bike, right? You get the Bat Bike, you get the base that comes with it, and you get the head. And why do you want this head? Because if you go and buy the regular Batman, let me show you the regular Batman who comes with the regular head, you pop off the head, and then you get to put on this head on here.
The sound, oh. Can you guys hear me? Yeah. For some reason the sound went out on my in my headphones.
Here, and it's the one that basically goes on the Bat Bike. But let's show you, besides this is an individual cold piece, it's going to be an exclusive at Target. Let's show you what happens. There's a little tab down here, you pull it out, and if you hit this button right on here, then things light up on this. So take a look here at the front. I'll turn off and on. You get that light comes on. Let's look at the dashboard. The dashboard lights up in one area, 2 areas here. Let me go dark if you can see it here. Looks cool. And then if you turn it around the back, you've got basically the brake light, and the brake light comes off and on as you push that button.
I appreciate that.
So you can have, at night, you can turn it on, put it in the holder here, put Batman in here. Some of the light comes up and actually lights up his face, and it looks pretty cool. So there's a fun toy. Hope you like it.
He's Uncle Todd, man. He's Uncle Todd. He is the uncle that, like, you know, hey, cool kids, want to go with me to see Metallica? And the kids are like, who? I was like, oh, back in my day, you know, like, love Todd. I was just thinking about it, and the man collect says I forgot about him not being able to put Batman in the Batmobile. Yeah. It was great. That video was the one where I was like, oh my God. They are fucking with him. Like, whoever does his social media is fucking with him. They never scale the vehicles correctly, yeah. Legacy of Nerd in the house, good to see ya. LeBron says, I do like the bike. Hope we get some animated, not shaded. Agreed. And I hope at some point they drop a re-release of the animated series Batmobile, because I pre-ordered the Bat Bike. Again, I've talked about it ad nauseum, but if there's a figure you like, if there's a line that you like, please, 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 please don't wait for clearance. Buy it, pre-order it, all that stuff, especially the smaller brands or the smaller lines, because if you don't do that and you only wait for clearance, these companies are not going to order more. The lines will die off. So I saw the Batmobile. I was like, I want more of this. So I pre-ordered it. I encourage you to do the same. Sorry. So I pre-ordered it. I'm hoping that they do a animated series Batmobile again. I know they had one in the past. I think Mad Hatter showed it off. But I want my own. I'm trying to think what it comes with. Maybe. What would that come with that we don't have already? I'm trying to think. How do you like? Oh yeah, T3 sent me the Batman Ultimate Movie Collection. So good. When I canceled that pre-order, and then started to see like people getting them in hand, I was like, fuck. But T3 came in the clutch, hooked me up. Because of shelf space behind me, I only have. Let me make it larger. I only have Keaton right there. Everybody else is in my shoe organizer. But yeah, I think a Batmobile. I like the idea of a Batman coming with the Batmobile, like they did with the '89 movie. But I think for animated series, give us somebody else. I don't know. Unless they do a brand new mold of Batman, or a new I don't know, somebody else. What I really want, I was thinking about it this week, is a Alfred from the movies. What was that actor's name? Batman movie. Alfred. Here we go. Yeah. Michael Gough. I would love a figure of him. Like, he's the best Alfred. Hands down. Hands down. Like, I was watching a clip the other day of, him with George Clooney. And it's the scene where George Clooney is like, oh, do you have any regrets in life or whatever? And Alfred's just like, my only regret is that I was never able to suit up and go out there with you. And Bruce is like, he's like, not all heroes wear capes. And like, it was sick. It was sick. Is it just me, or is there like a emoji on T3's? Yeah, it's not on my chat. You see like T3's icon there is like all lighting up and stuff. Let's see if it's on this screen too. No. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. I think that's all I had for today. That's what I was saying to my friend Daniel. Movie Alfred, yeah. Yeah, movie Alfred's the best. LeBron said, took your advice. I've been pre-ordering the IDW TMNT figures from Loyal Subjects. I didn't get them. I was going to, but I'm just battling for shelf space. At this point, I'm like, I find myself not really buying much more because all the figures I'm buying, when I unbox them, they go into, let me see if I can turn the camera. I have these shoe organizers behind my doors, and that's where the figures are going. So I have one behind that door and then one behind this door, which I can't turn the camera to, but there's a door here into a closet. That shoe organizer also damn near full. So it's like I want to get more things, but I have nowhere to put them. So it's kind of stopping me. So I would love to have a like turtle display case. Billy Nichols has a dope one. He's got all crazy turtle figures from different companies and stuff. Like, it's dope. I'll try to show it off sometime. But because I don't have the space to show off different turtles and all that stuff, I didn't go into the IDW ones. Geek Strong in the house. Good to see you. Oh, right, the Mothership. I was going to try to find some photos of the Mothership. Thanks for the reminder. Cobra Mothership. Trying to find a good one. Here we go. So this one comes from Ultrazilla Toys. Pre-order launching fall 2023. So it is for the reactions. That's something that we were talking about when they first teased it. Would it be Ultimate's a reaction? Ultimate didn't seem reasonable at all in terms of scale. But even this one doesn't seem to scale very well. You know, you have Cobra Commander sitting on the top right there. So, like, I don't know. Not for me. Not for me. But cool nonetheless. I think, you know, looking at something like this, I feel like Super 7 should explore, because some, you know, I've been bashing Super 7 a lot lately, even as a fan. I've been bashing them a lot. Oh, I got a thumbs down. Shout out to you, whoever you are. I've been bashing Super 7 a lot lately, and for reasons I've said before. The pre-orders take too long, and I think sometimes the prices are a little whatever. But what I like about Super 7 is they take chances and they go for nostalgia on certain things. I think something like the Cobra Mothership would be cool if Super 7 explored like Mighty Max style, Polly Pocket style, like figures, like the Star Wars Micro Galaxy, stuff like that. I think the Mothership would have made a much better Micro Galaxy type thing if they made smaller figures, because it just looks weird. Hang on, let me pull it up. It just kind of looks weird. Like they're too large to be next to the Mothership like that, you know? I don't know. Just seen those IDW ones over the weekend. I like the unique sculpt for each turtle. Yeah. Check out LeBron's videos and use his links to make those purchases. Dude, I miss Mighty Max. Yeah. Yep. Long time ago. Oh, yeah. The Biker Mice, too. Yeah. I did like those. A long time ago, on the channel, I made a video, top 5 movies that deserve a remake, but also like ones I would want to do. And Mighty Max is on that list. If I ever got a chance to like direct a movie or produce a movie, Mighty Max would be the one. I also had Power Rangers on that list, and that was before we got that abomination of a movie that came out. Terrible. But yeah, shout out to whoever gave me the thumbs down. Back in the day, I used to tell everybody to thumbs down my videos. I think that fucked my channel up. But that was a fun episode. Let me know what you guys are looking forward to from Toy Fair. If you're on the replay, of course, make sure to smash that team replay. And, oh, lastly, one last Hasbro check here. The No Way Home line, the Wave, sold out. So, great figures. I just didn't want to pay the price for them. Especially 50 bones for the Goblin. Would love to, but I don't know. Like, it's him, but I don't know. I wasn't digging it too much. Wasn't digging it too much. Ah, well. All right. That's a fun one. That was a fun one. We have a new episode in our Road to New York Comic Con dropping tomorrow. It's been out for days, actually, for channel members, but that will drop for everybody else tomorrow. If you do want to join the channel memberships, 99 cents a month, you can do that. Join the Nerd Foundation. And Comic-Con's in 2 weeks, boys. Comic-Con is officially 11 days away. It's crazy. Still a lot to do, but we'll get there. We will finish. Every Monday morning, Nerdy Coffee here on Nerd Affiliated, 9 a.m.-ish. But every Thursday, 8:15-ish p.m. here on Nerd Affiliated, you have Hey Archer Live. 2 different shows, 2 different vibes, but either way, you are stuck with this guy. Has anybody seen the Blue Beetle movie? Is it good? I don't know. I'm gonna try to do more video game live streams. That was fun this weekend. Played some Ghostbusters Afterlife. Was able to play a couple of rounds with Dave's Dimension. So let me know if you guys enjoyed that as well. You can check the replay for that here on the channel. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to all you nerds in the next video. Peace. We're out of here.